Hi, my name is Jenna Curtis, and I'm here from Curtis Consulting Group today to talk to you about the partnership between Infinity Brand and Red Bull. I first would just like to take a second to thank you for your time today and allowing me to come down here to explain my side and explain the understanding between the partnership and how they will be successful. I'd like to start by talking a little bit about both brands. As we all know, Infinity is a sports car and it does work based on performance. This brand wants to get its customers as quickly as possible and as comfortable as possible in their vehicles. It likes to focus on speed as well as looks. Red Bull is an energy drink, and that what it likes to do is focus on giving the consumer the energy they need to complete their tasks for the day. Something that Red Bull also likes to do is promote themselves through giving their customers wings, allowing them to get through the day the best they can with the most energy they need without the crash at the end of the day. Bringing these two companies together is important because they both want to accomplish the same thing. They both want to get their product out, and they want their customer to feel happy and successful as well as fast with the energy they need that other people don't have or don't supply them. One of the things that's important about Red Bull is the way that they advertise. One of the things that they've always said is Red Bull gives you wings. The Infinity series likes to push the faster paced cars onto people and show individuals that they have one of the best models out there. They are one of the most unique models because the way that they build their vehicles is sleek, creating a much faster looking and performing vehicle. The same goes for Red Bull, where they create a little bit higher of a price range, showing the consumers that they are top notch and they are what the consumer wants and what the consumer needs to complete anything that they need to do throughout the day. A couple of the things that these brands are known for is Infinity is known for their fast cars, their sports cars, and they're a little bit more expensive brand. One of the things Red Bull is known for is its top-notch energy drinks, allowing the consumer to feel energized throughout the day, giving them what they need to complete anything they have to do for that day without having to worry about the side effects of all the sugar added, and there's no crash at the end of the day. We see these brands globally. There are Infinity centers all over the place in the world. They're a Japanese-based company, so they started all over the world, and they're trying to expand. Since Red Bull started in Austria, that helps the markets expand a little bit, taking them each to different places, showing the consumers that they are all over and they are available exactly when you need them and for what you need, and they're reliable companies. The strategy between putting the two of these companies together is to obviously create a more globally based consumer base, but it's also to show the brands as a whole, or when they come together, showing what they can do. The way that they did this was with the Formula One Series race car. The Infinity brand and Red Bull came together to create a sports car that would perform at top-notch speeds, excelling above the rest, just like these brands like to do separately. What it does is it takes two companies that are successful and trying to create the same slogan or idea, bringing them together to show that they can go above and beyond expectations while they're working together. One of the ways that they do this is they create a sports car that's going to be fast as well as sleek. So when they created this sports car, it's smaller, the design is different, and the driver sits way down in. What this is going to do is this is going to allow the driver to maneuver the car throughout the turns of the racetrack as well as in and out through the different lanes, as well as when they're passing and when they're going through the different cars. It's going to allow for the car to get in and out of where it needs to be, as well as accelerate at top-notch speeds, allowing it to surpass the rest right in the beginning of the race. The cars have come a long way because they're trying to bring the body style smaller just so it's easier to maneuver and there's no turbulence, no traction, nothing that's going to cause the car to bounce all over the place, causing any issues for the vehicle. It's really important when we think about these two companies and their marketing mixes. Their marketing mixes are a little different, but they also are similar if you look deeper into them. When it comes to products, the products are 100% different. There's, on one side you have Red Bull, which is all energy drinks, energy performance through the consumer. When it comes to the Infinity brand, it's all speed through the cars for the consumer. One market is targeting the consumer itself, and one market is targeting the consumer's product. So what you really want to look at is the fact that they are both trying to focus on the same thing. One is helping the consumer personally, and one is pleasing the consumer. When you bring these two brands together, you're going to get even more speed and power than you have when they're separated. When it comes to price, it's simple. Red Bull and Infinity both are priced a little bit higher than their market and their competition, because what all that's saying is that's saying that we are worth what you're paying for. You're going to see a lot of drinks in retail stores. You're going to see your Amps, you're going to see your Rockstars, you're going to see even your sodas, your Mountain Dew, all that, and you're going to be able to see that, yeah, okay, these are a little bit cheaper, but they're not going to do for me what Red Bull's going to do for me. Same with Infinity. You're going to see your Mercedes, you're going to see your Ferraris. Yeah, they might look good, they might be fast, but they're not going to look good and perform exactly where Infinity wants. When you bring these two companies together, you're going to see that it's even more important, because they're going to excel way above the rest, especially together. Both products are sold globally. Like I said earlier, Red Bull began in Austria. Infinity's all over the place, United States, Japan, all sorts of places. What it does is it expands the markets even more, because it's going to show that these two successful companies want to work together to create an even more global market. You're not going to team up two companies that aren't successful. You're not going to see Nike working with a brand that's less than they are, because it might just suck them under. Red Bull and Infinity are both super popular, and they're really, really competitive, and they're really, really successful. You're going to bring these two together, and it's going to blow them up even more. The ways that they promote are similar. We all know the Red Bull commercials. We all see that, there's interest that gives you wings, the funny animated commercials, just showing us what Red Bull really wants to do for us. Infinity's the same way. Shows top-notch speeds. There's bulletin boards all over with the sleek-looking cars, with the crazy new design, and the logo sticking out above the rest. You want to really promote a product in a way where you're going to grab the customer's attention. You're going to be able to pull them right in. Red Bull does that with their commercials that we never forget, and Infinity does that with their sleek and interesting designs. It's really important that we are aware of what these are, and anytime you go and you ask a sports car fan, or someone who drinks energy drinks, they're going to know these two products. Radio is important. You always see on the commercials, you see the billboards, and you get to see those things. So they're all over here, and then bringing them together is only going to expand them to create a different sort of market and all over the country and the nations. When it comes to promoting, when you bring these two together, you're just going to see a quick, easy target market. It's going to be race fans, it's going to be energy drink fans, it's going to be sports car fans. All these three combined are going to create an even bigger market for this brand. When you see somebody like Sebastian Vettel driving this car or being an ambassador for this company, you're going to think, why wouldn't I trust this brand? Why shouldn't we? It's really important that you see who's promoting a company, and when this company brings in somebody like him, you're only going to see more successes. It's super important for us to know that these two companies separate are successful. Bringing them together is only going to make it more important. I really appreciate your time today, and I hope that I allowed you to see that this is a really important partnership, and it is going to be a successful partnership. I only hope that you can allow us to help bring it into the company and make it grow, as well as our company grow.